Algebra Unit 2, Lesson 7, Note 7, Ratios and Proportions. The comparison between two numbers by division is a ratio. A ratio of A and B can be expressed in the following ways: A to B, A colon B, which is also pronounced A to B, and A over B, which can again be pronounced A to B. A proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equal. If the ratios form a proportion, they are considered equivalent ratios. You can determine if two ratios are equivalent or proportional if their cross products are the same. Determine whether the following ratios are equivalent. Let's take a look at A. To do this, what we're going to do is find their cross products. So I want to know, is 10 times 2 equal to 6 times 5? Well, 10 times 2 is 20, and 6 times 5 is 30. The cross products are not equal, therefore these ratios are not equivalent. Let's look at B. Again, we are doing the cross products. 3 times 16, does that equal 2 times 24? Well, 3 times 16 is 48, and 2 times 24 is also 48. So these are equivalent because their cross products are equal. Try letters C and D on your own. We can use cross products to determine an unknown number in a proportion. Solve the following proportions. Let's look at A. We are going to again use cross products. 10 times 3 equals x times 5. 10 times 3 is 30. And x times 5, I'm going to rewrite it so the 5, the coefficient, is in front of the x. Solve the equation. Divide by 5. 6 equals x. Let's skip to C. Cross multiply. 3.6 times k equals 2.4 times 1.8. 3.6k equals 2.4 times 1.8 is 4.32. Divide by 3.6 on both sides to get k by itself. And we get k equals 1.2. Try letters B and D on your own. You may want to watch how I do E in order to go back and do letter D on the front. Again, we are going to do cross products. 5 times 3 equals 8 times x plus 4. 5 times 3 is 15 equals, now here we have to distribute the 8. So 8 times x is 8x, and 8 times 4 is 32. I'm going to subtract 32 from both sides. And I get negative 17 equals 8x. Divide by 8. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave that as an improper fraction. Negative 17 over 8 equals x. Letter G. In the past 2 years, a retailer has opened 232 stores. If the rate of growth remains constant, how many stores will the retailer open in the next 3 years? So we had 2 years and 232 stores. I'm going to set up a proportion. First is my ratio, 2 years to 232 stores. And I'm going to look, I also am given 3 years. I'm going to line up 3 years so it's on the top to match with my 2 years. which means x would go on the bottom. Let's go ahead and cross multiply. 232 times 3 equals 2 times x. 696 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. And I get 348 equals x. So 348 stores. Let's try one more, letter I. The ratio of boys to girls is 6 to 7. How many girls are there if there are 65 students total? So I want to know, with my proportion, how many girls there are to 65 total. However, I was not given a total in my ratio. I was given boys to girls is 6 to 7. So I know that 7 goes on top, but we have to somehow find a total. Here's what we do. I know that there were 6 boys and 7 girls. In total, there were 13. So if I wanted a ratio of girls to total, it would be 7 girls over 13 total. So sometimes you'll have to find a total of your ratio to help you find your answer. So from here, I'm going to cross multiply. 13 times x equals 7 times 65. So 13x equals 7 times 65 is 455. Divide by 13. X equals 35. So there are 35 girls. Try the rest on your own.